What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary boy. This is going to be a long video. And I'm going to ask you in the beginning, please watch the whole video and understand what I'm saying to you. Because I'm going to make several points here. We are going to focus, though, on the reality of this game. This game is not in a good place. A lot of people have told me the last couple of days, go watch Ian Cummings' interview with Soft Drink. You'll learn so much about the inside of EA Sports. And I'm here to confidently tell you, it is very much the same. I am here to tell you the reality that EA works hand in hand with creators in this space to help use their platforms to sell you an improved game. Now, whether or not those creators know that the game is not improved is something they need to tell you. But it's going to be exposed in this video. I want you to look at this weather, and I want you to ask yourself, what is the real impact here? When you watch this pass, when you see the defensive back and wide receiver react, when you see the quarterback making the throw, is it just the visual representation of the weather, or is the gameplay truly changing? And that's where we have to have an honest conversation and understand what's going on. Because it is easy for EA Sports to come out and show this in a trailer or give this to the Muppets and say, listen, sell this, hype this. Create a community of toxic positivity where the community will be happy simply because they have something. Anything and everything must be viewed as an improvement and a positive. When I said putting 200 plays in the game, 300 plays in the game is easy, I was ridiculed for this. I said that putting plays in the game is easy, getting them to function properly is what's hard. Now that the game is released, we understand that to be true, as there are tons of plays that do not function. So let me express, this is being critical. This is not being scared to be honest with your audience. This is coming out and telling you EA Sports did the bare minimum because that's what EA Sports does. It's not sitting here and saying, oh my God, look at this new weather. Look at how great it is. EA Sports really listened. This is what we wanted. This is not what we wanted. And if you look at what's presented to you and you play the game, you will know this. This is a screen overlay. If you look, the game is playing the exact same. It just appears to be snowing. And this is, in a nutshell, everything wrong with EA Sports. To be totally honest, this is why the game is in the state that it's in. Because this is them appeasing you as a customer. This is them, rather than actually listen to the community. The community wanted realistic weather. We wanted it to matter across the board. EA, though, wanted to do the opposite. They wanted to create the look of a blizzard with the fastest way possible, with the easiest way possible. And that becomes the mindset of this game. It trickles down to every aspect of the game. How fast can we make something look like it's improved? This is not trying to do the right thing. I want you to understand that. This is not trying to change the game. This is trying to change the optics. That's why you see this in trailers. That's why the Muppets show you this. And they tell you, EA, listen to us. Look at how great this looks. When the game is released, when the game is being played, we instantly understand the issues. Because if you had built this off weather, if you had built this the last 5 years, the game would have real effects. It would have a real impact. You want the weather to matter. You want the gameplay to slow down. You want the player movement to change. Instead of the pocket forming the exact same, instead of players jumping and shifting around as normal, instead of the quarterback having a quick release and accuracy to a player that apparently he can't see. It's a point I made. Gedden actually in his review mentioned that before this came out, I said, this snow looks great. But the reality is, How does it impact the computer? The defensive back, they can't see the ball. Somehow, perfectly times a jump on the pass. I'm going to take this one step further. When we as a community accept this is happening, that we have people promoting this game, and then just tells EA this is okay, it again feeds this problem. They know, EA Sports understands, the least amount of effort is acceptable to us. That's how you get a game that releases with so many broken points. If we are sitting here and championing and being positive about weather that is just a screen overlay, then it's easy to understand why face scans aren't correct. It's easy to understand why stadiums aren't done properly. Aside from that, let's just look at the obvious. Should you have a blizzard in LA? Now I know this is where some people talk about, oh, you're just nitpicking. There was a blizzard in LA in 1913. However, what we want to see as a community is Buffalo, Green Bay, New York, parts of the Northeast. When you allow this stuff to play out everywhere, you lose part of that realism. When you excuse away, oh, this happened 6 times in the last 100 years, again, that's part of the issue. Just like people that look at bad plays and they say, oh, well, human error happens in real life. But human error isn't programmed in Madden. I don't know any other community that is willing to literally have people fabricate in their mind that human error is programmed into a game when it's not. In order for human error to be programmed in a game, do you know what you need? In order for errors, you need perfection. So understand, we are so far away from perfection that we're never going to get to human error. But when we are fabricating reasons the game is broken so that we can overlook those reasons, that is a real issue. Because what we want as a community is games that feel unique, players that act unique. And you are not getting that. We want Green Bay to have a different atmosphere. You want the Packers to have less of an issue in the snow. And when you look at the game of football, you want the outcome to be right, not perfectly, but 90 out of 100 times. But the muppet mentality is, if you point on an issue, well, that means you want the perfect game. And since no game is perfect, then it's okay for EA to not have a quality product. The other part of this is that you are creating reasons in your mind that do not exist to justify why the game is bad. No sane person is going to do that. This is no different than getting a cheeseburger and seeing that the cheese has mold on it, and then say, well, that's what cheese does. Cheese molds. I'm just happy I got a cheeseburger. I'll just eat around the mold. Or the Muppets will tell you that since penicillin is also mold, that this burger, it could help your health. It's an antibiotic burger now, and they didn't even charge you more for it. Or you'll have people that come in and say, well, you don't understand football. You must not watch football. In 1947, in the National Container League, the Memphis Mugs played the Chattanooga Cups, and this exact same thing happened. You know what I want to know? Why can we sit here and compare this game to NFL 2K5? Better yet, why can we sit here and compare it to Madden 05 and still be missing features 2 console generations later? Doesn't it seem like if this productive stance was constantly happening, if all these improvements, all these steps in the right direction were actually taking place, that we would get a better game? Not just people that are telling you to be happy you have a game, but truly a game that improves from year to year to year. But then again, you know what happens when you don't have a game that improves from year to year to year? It allows me to sit here and tell you that I will be back in the week with more commentary.